the batter as much as it surprised us.
So again, we see the field really set on the ring as well. Again, no run there, and this is a good start here for the Tigers. 3 dots. Now, how are you going to finish this off?
बहुत ही अच्छा स्टार्ट किया है एंडली एडम की तरफ से। मिलनटन मास्टर्स के ओपनर बॉलर हैं, जर्सी नंबर 22, और ये टीम किट स्पॉन्सर किया है गोल्डन 44। वाओ, बहुत ही अच्छा एंड खूबसूरत कैच किया है फील्डर की तरफ से। ट्राई कर रहे थे लेकिन स्ट्रेट फील्डर की तरफ गया। बहुत ही अच्छा एंड शानदार कैच।
It was a slow ball, by the looks of it was wide, but that ball barely got off the ground, Mr. King.
Oh, what a catch that was, and it was angling away from the right-hander. He gave it a full tilt, and it went like a rocket to the man at extra cover, who held on incredibly well.
Yeah, it was held that on. It's a very cold morning. It's one of those balls, or one of those catches you not really want early on. For sure, as the captain, Kuda, he makes his way now to the middle to join Gianluca. But this is the other aspect that I was going to say. Running between the wickets is going to be key.
Yeah.
If you can't get the boundaries, you got to keep the score moving forward with 1s and 2s. I think they just got to be a little bit more proactive in that as well, not just wait for the 4 ball.
Yes, certainly, Eugene, a feature of what we saw yesterday was the teams who were taking the 1s to the edge of the ring and the 2s where they had the opportunity to play it into the gaps where the field was widespread. Certainly those are the teams that actually got over the line. We haven't seen any score of any sort at the moment.
That is 2. Thank you.
ओपनर डिलन हार्ड हिटिंग करने में करते हैं इनकी तरफ से। टाइगर की तरफ से ओपनर, लेकिन कामयाब नहीं हो सके। बहुत ही अच्छी लाइन के साथ बॉल कर रहे हैं। बहुत ही अच्छा स्टार्ट किया है एंडली एडम की तरफ से।
That's what we were talking about, isn't it, Cape Fox? Just getting the 1s whenever you can. There's a big gap. There's gaps all over the place. You just got to be a little bit more proactive in your running.
Yeah, that was certainly exactly what we were talking about with the captain, Kuda Samanderu, taking that opportunity to just go through for the single, and now it's going to be Gianluca Longo on strike for his first delivery, and Andley Adams, what a very good over so far.
बहुत ही खूबसूरत शॉट लॉन्ग ऑन की तरफ, और लॉन्गो ने बहुत ही अच्छा शॉट खेला। कुछ अच्छा शॉट नहीं था, बहुत फुल था।
Oh, what a shot that was. He just literally put the 1 foot down the middle of the wicket and just levered it over the man at mid-on. What a shot. It came off the bat beautifully, didn't it?
That was his first ball up, wasn't it, as well? Interesting. No swing. We haven't saw the ball swing in any of those 6 deliveries there. So I think batters, if they get a chance, they might get something out of it. The difference is what we saw the Durbanville Dynamos do yesterday. They hit the pitch really hard, and they really got something out of this pitch for sure.
It's a bit too much. Go towards you.
It's going to be interesting to see if the man opening the bowling from the Taj 777 end is going to be able to elicit any swing from that.
And he's a youngster. He comes from Bishops, this boy, Besic. He is still a very young, he's 16 years old. He is a very good prospect. He will run in very hard here. Maybe not the first ball because he just like to feel it up there. But I tell you, he can certainly hit this pitch and get something out of it.
Well, he's hoping, I'm sure, that he's a Tygerberg Tiger. He's going to be roaring into the wicket there.
As I say there, Mr. King, you run in, you hit the pitch, you get something out of it. Simple.
Yeah, it really is. Looks like an easy game from here.
No, I'm not going to say that at all. I'm saying now I'm just saying what I'm seeing. That's why they got me here.
नहीं नहीं ऐसा नहीं बोल सकते आप. Easy game नहीं होगा. अच्छा game होगा.
Got it down there, and again, just not putting the field under any pressure. Just getting the one there. Good areas from the youngster Besic already off his first 2 balls. Project the score. We'll sort of look at that after 3 overs, then we'll see how that looks. It's very early days here.
Yeah, and I think Gianluca Longo, who's on strike now, he certainly, with the evidence we saw, the first ball that he faced, he's going to be looking to establish a firm base and play the ball from the crease.
He wants to hit a Longo ball.
आज का मैच याद करवाते हैं आपको. मैच नंबर 3 है. टाइगरबर्ग टाइगर्स इनको स्पॉन्सर कर रहे हैं. गोल्डन 444 वर्सेस मिलनटन मास्टर्स, और इनको स्पॉन्सर कर रहे हैं बिली 777.
He's not going to get balls in his half, I think, after that first ball that the captain bowled him. Desic immediately going back of a length. The 2 men out, long on, and a man at the deep mid-wicket boundary. That's the 2 men out. For the rest of him, it is a ring of note.
Yes, it is indeed, and they know what to expect from Longo.
Oh, short, and there's no single there. They refused to run. That was in the air as well. I said he's not going to bowl it up. I think Longo missed out there.
I think, yeah, he certainly will feel that he missed out. That off the pads shot that he played so nicely in the first over, he's looking to play that again.
बहुत शानदार स्टार्ट किया है वाको बेसिक्स की तरफ से. बहुत ही अच्छी लाइन एंड लेंथ से बॉलिंग कर रहे हैं. अभी तक कोई रूम नहीं दिया, कोई शॉट वाली बॉल नहीं दी है, और काफ़ी अच्छा रन अप है यंगस्टर का.
Let's start again. I think we can't think about 3 or 4 singles here already in this early stages, Cape Fox.
Definitely, there are runs on offer here, and that was another one where had they been on their skates, they may well have got through for the single, but it's not looking like they are thinking about the singles, in fact, in some of these instances. And yes, I know it is early days in the tournament, early in this game, but singles are so critical.
That's the over.
गुड बॉल बासिस की तरफ से हिट करने की कोशिश की थी, लेकिन कामयाब नहीं हुए. बहुत ही अच्छा ओवर, बहुत ही खूबसूरत एंड शानदार ओवर किया है. सिर्फ 1 रन आया इस ओवर में.
We're going to see the other Adams coming in here. Ethan Adams, he's going to be bowling here from the golf ticket end. And we spoke a bit about it yesterday, Cape Fox, just about team's approach as well. And we also heard from the captain, Fritz de Beer, yesterday about he's specifically saying players need to back themselves to hit boundaries. I get that, I understand that. However, you've got to have the platform, you've got to have the conditions to do that. Conditions here that we've seen yesterday and today is telling me, listen, we need to rotate the strike, we need to get 2s, because we can't keep on waiting for the 4 ball.
Yeah, we see Ethan Adams away from us. And there again, the captain, Kuda Samanderu, going for the shot. And they're not making contact with him. And that's 10 dot balls now out of 13 deliveries. So only 3 scoring shots so far. And that's why the score at the moment is sitting at 6 for 1 after 2.1 overs.
And you take half of that and turn that into signals. That's 13 off the 2. It's a different ball game. Now he decides to use his feet. He's going to go. The ball sits in the outfield, but the ball goes there for 4. And I'm sure this is going to bring about a field change for sure.
जैसे यूजिन आपने बोला कि स्ट्राइक रोटेट करना चाहिए, और ये इतना 10 ओवर का मैच है, तो आप डॉट बॉल का रूम नहीं है, तो इजी सिंगल निकाल सकते हैं.
Goes wide out to the off stump again, flinging the hands at it. Misses that again. He's had another opportunity gone. Scores on 10. Still a very, very good power play. That's for the Tigers, isn't it?
It's been an outstanding power play so far for the Tygerberg Tigers, sponsored by Golden 444. And the first three bowlers here, I think they've all got golden arms. They've been bowling so well.
That's up and over. Is that going to go all the way? That's gone for the maximum. That's the first 6.
That one is fielded here by Eugene Milnerton in the commentary area. And came straight to us here. What a shot that was. Outstanding stuff from the captain. Just what they needed in that instance, but he's having to manufacture these shots. That's the first Taj 7776 that we've seen of the day.
Yeah, it was nice, hard, flat. You said about hitting them flat, didn't you,
Yep.
yesterday? He's gone again.
Oh.
He has gone again. Over extra this time. That's about 4 bounces before it goes into the Billy 777 board there. Back-to-back boundaries here. The Masters, they are now mastering away here.
Yeah, some really good hitting from the captain, and this is getting them to a score within the power play that they would have been potentially looking for. Had absolutely nothing on the board before those 3 boundaries here from the captain in this over.
3 खूबसूरत बाउंड्री कैप्टन की तरफ से. बॉलर भी थोड़े से कंफ्यूज हैं अभी कहाँ पे इसको बॉल करेंगे. बहुत ही शानदार शॉट, सीधे बैट से शॉट खेला. अभी भी पावर प्ले चल रहा है. देखिए अभी क्या करते हैं इस बॉल पे, और दोबारा हिट करने की कोशिश की. बहुत ही अच्छी लाइन के साथ बॉलिंग.
Yeah, and that is a much, much better over for the Milnerton Blasters, thanks to their captain, Kuda, who smashed 2 boundaries there.
Round and around you go.
That power play period, K Fox finishes on 20 for 1, just a tick above 6s.
It still would be not necessarily regarded as a very good power play if you're the batting team wanting to maximize your opportunity with the fielders that can be outside the ring. And now they're going to be faced with the first over off spin, and we'll see if the purchase we could see on the surface is there as well, as it's Franco Kasner who's going to be coming in from the Taj 777 end, and it's going to be Gianluca Longo, and he might be looking at hitting the long ball.
He would want to, but this is where the game gets played for me, between overs 4 and 7. How many can you accumulate in this period of play here?
अच्छा ओवर बैटिंग टीम की तरफ से अच्छा फिनिश किया है उन्होंने. पावर प्ले आखिरी ओवर में 3 बाउंड्री आई हैं, तो अच्छा स्टार्ट हुआ है अभी.
Yes, Abby.
That was very, very juicy indeed, let me tell you. A slow bowler bowling it halfway down the pitch, let me tell you.
Do you think his eyes probably lit up a little bit too much there and didn't quite get hold of it fully?
I mean, if we get a replay of Longo's eyes, we'll see the white of it.
I think so.
Very quick. Very quick there from Kasner.
Yeah, he
ये
certainly
तेज था बॉल.
not going to be giving it too much air by the looks of things. There is some purchase on the surface, but not too much that we've seen so far.
ऐसे लग रहा है बॉल स्पिन होगा. कुछ इतना मूवमेंट नहीं देखा सीम बॉलर में, तो देखें अभी स्पिन की तरफ से कैसा रिस्पॉन्स आएगा.
He's gone for the old reverse. He has gone for the old reverse. If I can't play them the orthodox way, I'll certainly go the unorthodox. 4 more runs there to the captain, Kuda.
Yeah, well played there. Just waited for that delivery. It was slow, that one, and played it very well. Straight down past the wicket-keeper for yet another boundary, and he is on fire at the moment, the captain.
देखें आपको बाउंड्री बॉल्स बनानी पड़ेगी. इतना इजी नहीं है ओवरकास्ट कंडीशन में, तो आपको बाउंड्री सर्च करनी पड़ेगी.
That's umpire Jamie Davis there, just extending his arms, and that one down the leg side.
Yeah, that's just turn on to the leg side. That's going to be one. I feel that should have come a little bit earlier. More of those required. 26 for 1, 2 balls to come. We're now in the, apologies, 1 ball to come. And it's the big Longo. He's on strike. He's looking long and hard to see where he's going to hit this ball. A long, long way.
I think if he gets another one that isn't pitched in his half, he's certainly going to try and take full toll of it. He's seen the example from Captain Kuda on the other side.
No run, no run!
Keeps him there. And we're already going to be looking at that there. He's faced 7 balls now for 5 runs. I mean, this over is going to take us to that strategic timeout period presented by Golf Ticket. For your Cape Fox, at this stage, who do you think holds the upper hand at the minute?
Well, I think at the moment the Tygerberg Tigers will be happy that they've managed to restrict them to 27 in the first 4. And that just meaning they're batting at about 7 and over. If they can keep restricting them to a target somewhere around 70, I think they'd be very happy with that. It's but the 1 wicket down, I think the Milnerton Masters will feel they've still got the opportunity.
बिल्कुल अच्छी बात बोली आपने. देखें इस कंडीशन में अगर आपको बाउंड्री नहीं आ रही है तो आपको स्ट्राइक रोटेट करना चाहिए. और देखें अगर आपको नियरली 70 रन्स भी बोर्ड पे लगा सकें तो बहुत अच्छा होगा.
Oh, great effort at extra cover. It's just going to be the one, though. Excellent work on the sweeper boundary.
Yeah, it was really great work. And the man there at extra cover diving and just not able to cut that off. But deep cover came around really quickly to prevent the second. Should have been 2 there all day, you would think.
बहुत अच्छा बहुत अच्छा एफर्ट था फील्डर की तरफ से.
That's played out here to Waco Besic here. Still just 1.
Yeah.
As you said, I think the Tigers will be loving that. We could see the plan there. They put third man back or fine leg back, so they bowled it a little bit shorter because they brought Mid off and put Mid off in the ring there. So keeping to their plans here, the Tigers at the minute.
Yeah, it's likely to see Ethan Adams bowling this one outside the off stump, but he's not going to be targeting the legs, you feel.
There's a throw coming in. Oh, and Longo makes his ground.
बहुत ही खूबसूरती से कवर की जानब शॉट खेला. अच्छी फील्डिंग और इजी 2 रन्स आए हैं बैट्समैन को. बहुत ही अच्छा खेलते हैं.
He's come 1 short, mate.
Yeah.
He's 1 short.
Oh.
A lot of effort for 1.
Oh, my goodness, that is not going to help them at all. And first time they took the 2 runs.
Yes.
Yeah, that's better there from the Milnerton Masters, taking that single to the man at backward point. And they're going to have to get more of these singles and 2s potentially. I know that the 2 was turned into a 1 earlier on. But it's a really critical period now for them to keep rotating that strike and get every run that's available.
Exactly, James. अगर शॉट नहीं लग रही है तो आपको रोटेट करना चाहिए. सिंगल आप देखें गैप्स कहाँ पे हैं, सिंगल निकालें.
Another short ball. That's him in the air. Ball's coming here. It's gone. Good catch there in the crowd as well.
Yeah, he got hold of that one, didn't he, Gianluca Longo? And that, I think, is what he's there for. That one is short of a length from Ethan Adams, and he just makes him pay. It was high. It did sort of bounce on him a bit, but he played it well.
I just think it's a little bit predictable there with the field set, so the batter can set himself for that shot, knowing that it is going to be a little bit shorter. Well, is he going to go the double bluff way here? Smoke down the ground. That's going to be 4. And what a way to take us to that Golf Ticket strategic timeout here as well.
Yeah, it really was a very good shot, full toss that he got, but he played that with incredible power, and that's the strength of the man showing through there as we go to that golf ticket timeout.
And there's the indication there by the umpire. So we're going to go to this golf ticket strategic timeout period.
सबसे ज्यादा भरोसेमंद ऑनलाइन लॉटरी ड्रॉ। ये है फुली रेगुलेटेड, रजिस्टर्ड एंड ऑथराइज्ड लॉटरी ड्रॉ फ्रॉम यूएई। आप अभी gulfticket.com पे जाके अपनी किस्मत का खेल खेल सकते हैं। जी हाँ दोस्तों, gulfticket.com पे जाएं, वहां पे लॉग इन करें, अपना अकाउंट खोलें और खेलिए अपनी किस्मत का खेल। अपने सपनों को उड़ान भरिए और मौका दीजिए अपनी जिंदगी को बदलने का gulfticket.com के साथ। गल्फ टिकट की टैगलाइन है शेयरिंग मिलियंस माइल्स, और ऐसे ही करोड़ों लोगों के चेहरों पे मुस्कुराहट लाने के बाद गल्फ टिकट आपकी जिंदगी में भी खुशियां भर सकता है। आपको केवल ये करना है कि gulfticket.com पे जाएं, वहां पे अपना अकाउंट खोलें और हिस्सा लें गल्फ टिकट के वीकली ऑनलाइन लॉटरी ड्रॉज में। बिल्कुल दोस्तों, गल्फ टिकट सिर्फ एक प्लेटफॉर्म नहीं है, ये है एक सिम्फनी ऑफ होप, एक कैनवस ऑफ पॉसिबिलिटीज, एक टेस्टमेंट है पावर ऑफ ड्रीम्स के लिए। अब समय बर्बाद ना करें, तुरंत जाइए gulfticket.com पे और खेलिए अपनी किस्मत का खेल, क्योंकि गल्फ टिकट ही है यूएई का सबसे ज्यादा भरोसेमंद ऑनलाइन लॉटरी ड्रॉ।
And there we have the next match on show here. Will be the Strandfontein Saints, sponsored by Cricket Trust of India. They're going to be up against Solomon Strikers. They are sponsored by Winfair 247. And I'm going to come back here to the Cape Fox. They say, what a difference a day makes in terms of Milnerton Masters. What a difference an over makes, eh?
It does indeed. So taking them from just under 7 and over, they're now batting at just over 8 and over with that 14 off the previous over.
Yes, that is still
and it certainly looks like these two batters now have got their eye in here, and they're understanding the conditions much better. It's going to be Franco Kasner to continue from the Taj 777 end, and move on to Kuda Samandera, the captain of the Milnerton Masters.
Threw that up very, very high there. And is it a case of they got full license? They got nine wickets still in hand here. They don't want to just lose the momentum as well. They've picked it up, as you rightly said. The rate is now above 8.
So you just sense that if they, in the previous over, they got a single off every ball, they didn't hit a boundary off, which was exactly what they were looking for.
He's gone up. And not he's dropped it. He has dropped it. Severiano Cupido, the man there, long on.
Ah, yeah. That looked like it should have been easily taken. Had enough time to set himself.
I think he had long time to think about it.
Maybe too long.
And are they going to do that long, trying to go long, and he gets a life.
सीधा फील्डर के पास गया था. ऐसे लग रहा था बहुत इजी आएगा कैच हाथों में, लेकिन बहुत बड़ा फंबल किया. बिग मैन बहुत अच्छी शॉट मार रहे हैं.
Again, looking for the reverse. I think he's way outside the off stump there. Yeah. I mean, one of the things about LBW, need to be hit between wicket and wicket, I think.
I think you might be right on that one, and appeal was certainly had no chance of success there, but he is getting a little bit of purchase on the surface.
This is an over. You talked about the previous over that went for 14. This over has just gone for 2. could have been so much better. Could have been one and a wicket as well. Massive ball in the context of this game coming up here, folks.
What is fine?
That's
What is
just
fine, bowler?
sort of hit out onto the onside for one. What an over that was by Franco Kasner. Just 3 runs conceded. He conceded 10 of his 2 overs.
बहुत ही क्वाइट ओवर गया है. ऐसा लग रहा है जैसे स्ट्राइक रोटेट करने में इन बैट्समैन को जो है ना मसला आ रहा है.
We look at the strike rates there for Gianluca Longo and Kuda Samanderu, 154 and 124. Now that is much more like it in terms of what you want here if you are playing in a T10 tournament and trying to set a target. 6 overs gone, 44. They were pegged back a bit in that over by Franco Kasner, but just looking at the number of dot balls, 18 already, Eugene and Sadish in this over.
Well,
in this match, sorry.
Tristan Fontaine coming into the attack with his off spin. He's going to be bowling into the wind, which means the batters are hitting with this breeze.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see how they deal with this.
I think Kuda's going to take this on. I've got a feeling Kuda's going to use his feet here and hit this ball in our direction.
Yeah, maybe they'll give you another one to field here, Eugene.
No, I'm not going to go there again.
बहुत ही खूबसूरती से फ्रांको कांसर.
There he goes. There he goes. It's you.
बहुत ही खूबसूरत शॉट.
And let me tell you, on the bounce, just reverse cup took that quite nicely.
Oh, that was incredible fielding by the man in the crowd over here to our right-hand side. That was just nonchalantly plucked out of the air on that first bounce.
ऐसे लग रहा था आ बैल मुझे मार.
You just have a feeling sometimes as a player you're watching a game and you just get this inkling feeling something's going to happen. He's going to be doing the same here for sure. There he goes over extra this time. It should be 2. Longo needs to get his skates on. Oh, it's not going to agree to. The only thing I will say, Longo's probably going to, as they say in Afrikaans, hy gaan die lang steel inlê. He's going to swing that willow of his now.
I think that is the intention, and the off-spinner here, you're saying you potentially, if he's going to continue to bowl those kind of lines and lengths, he's going to get punished. And this man, we know he can hit the long ball. Thankfully, we've got a roof over our heads here.
Yeah, it's made of sterner stuff, I tell you. That's well bowled. That's well bowled. That's well bowled. But that is Longo's sighter.
बहुत ही अच्छा कमबैक फॉर्चून की तरफ से.
Chalk that cue, Longo. Chalk that cue. Right at the bottom of a bat there. I think he gave it the full kitchen sink.
Just a little bit early on the shot, I think. And fortunate perhaps to get away with that.
That's up in the air. This is a chance. This is a chance. And it's taken. And that's the end of Kuda. And he's got to go.
Tristan Fortune there making the breakthrough, which you feel was very important here for the Tygerberg Tigers, sponsored by Golden 444. And we'll have a look at this again. And he just gets the bottom of the bat there on it, doesn't he, Eugene? It doesn't get all of it at all, and it just goes up into the air, and that's a good catch taken there by by Franco Kasner.
देखें और कोई चांस भी नहीं है. आपको 3 ओवर 4 ओवर बाकी हैं, तो आपको हार्ड बॉल पे हार जाना चाहिए. तो बहुत ही शानदार बैटिंग, बहुत ही अच्छी बैटिंग कैप्टन की तरफ से.
Yeah, it was a great knock. Good impetus into the innings there by Kuda, going for 33 runs at the end. Showed some good intent. Wanted to get some running, as well as it is Kieran Patterson making his way now to the middle to join Longo out there. And yeah, score moves on to 52. So as you rightly said, he just got the bottom of the edge there. And
Yeah.
over the bottom of the bat there, and it sort of just didn't go as far as I think it would have gone if he had to hit it out there in the middle. But
देखिए आइडिया अच्छा था, आइडिया बुरा नहीं था. आपके पास 3 ओवर बाकी हैं, तो आइडिया अच्छा था.
It'd be fortune again. He'll be happy if he can end this over out with a dot. I think he'll be very happy. He's got the wicket and he's conceded the 8 runs in the over. That's probably about par for what he would be expecting to concede.
Most definitely, you take that and run every day of the week. Well, can he see out this over? Oh, and let's not forget his very first ball of his spell went for a 6 as well, and only conceding 8 runs.
हाँ, जैसे यूजिन बोला, बहुत ही शानदार कमबैक किया बॉलर की तरफ से. पहली ही बॉल पे छक्का खाया था इन्होंने, और 5 बॉल अच्छे किया. विकेट भी आया इस ओवर में.
So in that period, there are 4 over period, they scored 32 runs. Sort of equates to what you just said there, that 8 runs and over there. So we're going to keep an eye on that, and how the other teams go around that 4 over period. And that is, for me, where the game is going to be won and lost as well. As now it's the captain, he turns back to himself here. And he's going to be bowling from the Taj, 777 in. And again, we're thankful for all these sponsors. Billy, 777. Crickharder, D247. ID, 247. JSK1. World, 777. Winfair, 247. And of course, Golden, 444.
जैसे कि बात कर रहे हैं यूजिन, प्रोजेक्टेड स्कोर जो हमने बात किया था शुरू में, अराउंड होगा 70-80 के.
We look at this field, the 4 men in the ring. Now, let me tell you, I have never seen a field like this.
Wow.
Ever. Now, get back to that now. That is smoke downtown. There was no point. The point man was on the boundary. They had an extra cover in the ring. They had a mid-wicket in the ring. They had a man at square leg, and they got a man at fine leg, and that field is not changing. I mean, we just learn new things every day, don't we?
Okay, just a bit. And he's certainly not going to be bowling this anywhere near on the legs. I wouldn't think of the batter. It's a field spread wide, and for that ball outside the off stump, we saw Longo move it from the outside his off stump into the leg. So
he's got 5 on the leg side.
Yeah.
5 men on the leg side, folks.
अच्छे टाइम पे कैप्टन अपने बॉलर को लेके आए हैं वापस. ए एडम्स को बहुत अच्छा ओवर किया था पहला, और ये अच्छा टाइम है अपने स्ट्राइक बॉलर को लेके आए वापस.
Maybe he will be bowling wicket to wicket, because I tell you what, he probably won't be freeing up his arms here. So he's going to try and go wicket to wicket. He must just be careful not to go down the leg side, because fine leg is in the ring.
Exactly.
And the man has square leg. So it doesn't take much to beat them.
He's in towards us again, Andy Adams.
It's another chance there to keep it up.
There's a couple of bounces before it gets the man at long on. And you're right, he is bowling very much wicket to wicket, Eugene, and field spread very wide on this offside, which is very interesting. I mean, only the 2 men in the deep, as you say, on the leg side, which is the long on, and the man at deep mid-wicket.
There's a skill, the slow ball, still just 1.
Yes.
So far he's bowling to his field.
जैसा जेम्स ने बोला, ए एडम्स कोई भी लूज बॉल नहीं कर रहे हैं. बहुत ही खूबसूरती से ये ओवर निकाल रहे हैं ए एडम्स. 4 सिंगल्स हैं सिर्फ, कोई भी लूज बॉल नहीं है.
Yes, he'll be very happy with this so far. Just the 4 conceded.
Oh, is that going to be a hit to mid-wicket? There's a chance for a run out. It's a double take. Must be a hot potato out there. Needed 2 takes to catch that. It's another single though. What an over by the captain. Yeah, 1 ball to go.
Big Bang logo. Try कर रहे हैं.
Yeah, I think that Andy Adams will be feeling they probably missed out there with the fielding. If he'd taken that first time, they were committed to the run.
Slow ball. So an over that looked like going for 6 is just gone for 5. He completes his spell, just going for 10. Let's not forget, and there was one boundary in that 10 runs that he conceded. Oh, where's this going? Kieran Patterson, look at that. Strike rate of 50. That is what we look at, folks, at the back end of this, is that brass column on the right, the strike rate. Longer, he's still going at 131.
And that's thanks to a couple of those lusty blows that he's put out there. Kieran Patterson, he's going to want to try and increase that strike rate. And the bowling has been outstanding. I mean, Andy Adams there, as you said, just the five singles. And looking at there, we see there's already 22 dots in this innings. And that is nearly 4 overs that we've not had a productive score of.
22.
22.
That's the next match there, guys. Looking forward to that one. But Fortune continuing. Bowls it. Low full toss. It's just going to be 1 again.
I think if we look at how many, I don't think there's been very many 2s. In fact, I hardly recall a 2 being scored except for the one that was a short run. So they could be ruining the fact that they haven't been able to turn these singles into 2s.
It's just going to be another 1, guys. Where will the Milnerton Masters be looking here? They've got 8 wickets in the hutch. Surely maybe it's time now to throw caution to the wind here. Need to up that rate, need to get it up to close to 8 again, but there's still just 10 balls remaining here, Cape Fox.
Yeah, so 10 balls, they'll be looking at least, it should be at 20 runs.
That's not going to go anywhere near the boundary. Cupido again comes in. He's hit that so badly, it hasn't gone there anywhere near Cupido, so it's another 1.
I think Eugene pace off the ball अच्छा आइडिया है और आई थिंक कैप्टन ने भी रियलाइज किया है कि पेस ऑफ बॉल स्पिन बहुत ही
could be a catch and yes, it is. It's taken. Is it?
Oh, he's dropped it. He's dropped it.
Just
एक और फंबल.
बहुत
ही इजी लग रहा था यूजिन ऐसे और बॉल के नीचे भी आए थे. Last moment पे छोड़ दिया बॉल.
Yeah, he looked like he was set to take that and just bounced out of those hands at the last minute, as you say there.
That's going to be a wide. Bowled it very, very slowly and very wide.
I think यूजिन मौसम सुहाना है, ठंडा मौसम है.
Again, a flat hit here to Severiano Cupido. Shouts of run hard here from his teammates here on the right. It's just going to be 1 though, and Tigers, surely they should be happy with this.
Very much so. Only 6 off the over so far, including that wide. Still got 1 ball to go. Is it going to go?
Again, you got to be hit between wicket and wicket, lads. But that's a dot ball. So only 6 coming off that. Over there.
Yeah, so we're looking at 63, so overs 8 and 9, just going for 11 runs, and no impetus developed there. It's going to be absolutely crucial in this final over that they get some more runs on the board. You just sense that 63 to 70 is just not going to be enough.
देखें अभी तक जो हमने देखा है 9 ओवर्स में बैट्समैन ने कुछ ट्राई नहीं किया, कुछ डिफरेंट ट्राई नहीं किया, तो यही मसला है. स्ट्राइक रोटेट नहीं किया और कोई शॉट मारने कोई नहीं गया.
It's gonna be interesting to see where they end up here for me, Mr. Fox. And you said 70-73 is not going to be enough. I still think teams, if they bowl well, they can defend anything out there today, just with the way conditions are. But they want that added boost of having something of a score out there.
Yeah, you'd think that they would have been looking at 80 at an absolute minimum, and it's...
I think what you're going to get here is you're not going to get a ball inside Longo's half here. So if I'm Longo, you set yourself for that and try and hit it as long and far as you can. It's just going to be back of a length stuff here, surely. Oh no, he's gone full toss and he's gone down the leg side.
Wow.
That is not what you want. Surely, but you don't want to be anywhere near there.
Yeah, I think that one must have been just either the wrist broke or something slipped there. Definitely not the kind of delivery. Just lost it at the end there, out of the hand, and that's not what he would have been looking for, young Waco Basic.
You've got to learn from the over you bowled. You bowled the first over or the second over the match to him, and he bowled it back of a length, and he saw how that ball zipped through. Just stick there because you can't hit that. You've got a little bit of pace behind you.
Yes, and particularly you want to make sure that ball is pitched outside the off stump, or at least if you are going to be bowling wicket to wicket, it's going to be more around the off stump line, just to make sure that you can't give him the freedom to free up those arms and hit the ball out of the ground.
और देखें आखिरी ओवर जो होता है ना, आखिरी ओवर इनिंग्स का बहुत मुश्किल ओवर होता है, और कैप्टन आपको ओवर देते हैं कि इस ओवर को अच्छा सा निकालें, अच्छा लाइन से ओवर करें.
Changed the field. They brought square leg now in to the ring. They got a fine leg and third man on the boundary, and he's still opting to go full. I'm not really sure what the plan is now there. They're going to come back with two. There's no one at the stumps whatsoever. And it's wide call. I am not sure about this plan at all.
Again, the execution here, not what it should be for the Tygerberg Tigers. And if they're going to continue like this in this over, then it's going to be potential for the Masters to get up to 80 is really certainly there. Just two strikes from Gianluca Longo will take them there.
I think bowler जो try कर रहे हैं, Yorker की try कर रहे हैं.
And it's just clipped away, and I just think they're missing a trick here. And this is all about momentum. If this continues, the Milnerton Masters will take a little bit of momentum into their second inning for sure, and they can certainly thrive on that.
Yeah, you think now with the 4 balls remaining, they'd be wanting to go at least 2 runs a ball. So another 8 would get that total up to around 80, which is certainly a defendable total.
देखिए ज़्यादा सोचने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. आखिरी ओवर करने आए हैं आप, तो आप अपनी लाइन पे बॉल करें. आपने इतना अच्छा ओवर किया था और ये तीसरा फुल टॉस किया है. एक और फंबल.
I said this is all about momentum. They could run 4. They literally could run 4. And they have run 4. That is...
क्या हो रहा है? हो क्या रहा है यहाँ पे? 4 extra runs आए हैं. 4 extra run. Fumble पे.
I tell you, that alone will take some momentum for the Milnerton Masters into their second innings. And that was, I'm not sure how to call that one.
I would say probably a comedy of errors there, just all happening at the same time. I mean, the fact that the ball hit the stumps and then ricocheted off was what caused the first issue there for the men from.
और वहाँ पे कोई बैकअप के भी लिए नहीं था. एक और.
I'm sorry, you are definitely missing a trick here.
Yeah.
You're bowling to a 4-5 leg side field. He's a youngster with some pace. He's shown in his first over he can bowl the ball by hitting the surface and it came through. Get the person on the other side, get back to point and bowl the ball in your length. This is just giving momentum to Milnerton Masters.
Yeah, they've certainly in this over. He's given away already, it's already 14 runs that have come off this over. His first over only went for a single, and it's just been a little bit of carnage out there, a bit of ill discipline perhaps from the Tygerberg Tigers in the field that caused those extra 3 runs, and they just played into the Milnerton Masters' hands here, giving them a chance to set a good total.
Big hit. That's gone in the air. And it's taken on the boundary. It's good running catch that there. And that's the end of Longo. He's got to go. There's only 1 ball left.
Yeah, that time they've taken the opportunity to get rid of the man, and he's got to make his way off, but he's done his job for the team now. He's made sure that his strike rate has been up and around there at that 130 level, and good take there. You can see from the man in the deep, that's a very good Wolves 777 wicket for the men from Tygerberg Tigers.
देखें, यही आपकी स्ट्रेंथ है। आप अपना लेंथ बॉल करें। आप क्या कोशिश कर रहे हैं इधर उधर का डिफरेंट करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं। आपको पता है आपका स्ट्रेंथ कहाँ पे है, वहाँ पे बॉल करें और आपको विकेट मिला।
Keenan Dawa is a new man here. He's only got one ball to face. So he's surely going to swing as hard as he can here. He did swing as hard as he can, and then he's running like an absolute sprinter, but it's just going to be the one. So that is going to conclude matters here with that leg by, and they finish on 78 for 3. The men from Milnerton Masters in one field. Cape Fox, that there's a little bit of the momentum has just shifted from the Tigers to the Masters there, just on this last couple of overs.
Well, the last over certainly was one that the Tygerberg Tigers will want to forget, and it has meant that the men from Milnerton will be going into that bowling effort of theirs with some confidence, having put 78 on the board. We know that 79 or 80 to win is not an easy target to chase, but it is going to be the men from Tygerberg who should probably feel confident that they may be able to get that.
Yeah, you said that total there, about 80. That was probably their minimum. They're a couple short of that. But I just think about looking at T10 cricket and who can carry the most momentum into your second innings. And, yeah, it's not a massive total whatsoever. However, I feel in terms of Milnerton Masters, they're going to look back at this innings. They're going to say, listen, we missed out on quite a number of dots out there. And that's something we need to look at going further into this tournament, how we can capitalize on that. In terms of the Tigers, in the bowling department, if you look at those figures, they were good figures. And then all of a sudden, I think the plans went awry. They tried to sort of reinvent the wheel, as I say, and they should have just stuck to their tried and tested.
देखें, कंडीशन को देखते हुए आप ये बहुत अच्छा टोटल उन्होंने किया है, बहुत अच्छा टोटल लगाया। 78 बहुत अच्छा टोटल है, ये इतना बुरा नहीं है। आपको स्ट्राइक रोटेट करना है, आपको सिंगल लेना है, डबल इतना इजी नहीं है बैटिंग करना। तो आई थिंक कि अच्छा चैलेंज होगा दूसरी टीम के लिए भी।
Yeah, and we're going to just have a short break and you can enjoy some of the highlights from that first innings. Nathan Adams, you will probably take the new ball or you'll bowl at some stage and you will bat. What's your take on T10 cricket?
Yeah, basically we just need to stick to the basics for a long period of time and execute our plans, and then hopefully it will pay off.
Give me some of the fun aspects, because I know you guys are out there in the middle. It's not much fun being hit to all parts of this ground as well. But tell me some of the fun aspects that you get out of playing T10 cricket.
Obviously the atmosphere at the ground, the hype of the players, you're playing against quality players, so it's a good feel after you come off there and you done well for the team and you got the team over the line. So yeah, that's the fun part of playing cricket. The difficult part is obviously when you get smashed around the park or you drop a crucial catch.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's it, basically.
Still a lot for you to take with. It's a pre-season for you guys. I'm sure you can take that into your season that's coming ahead.
Yeah, like yesterday we had over the weekend we had a T20 tournament, which we came second. And the T10 helps you at the back end of the T20 game. So it was a good experience last year playing here. So it's good to be here and experience what it is to play against Premier League players.
Go well. Keep that smile on.
Cheers. Thank you.
Robbie, someone I've played cricket for a long time. Robbie, what's your take on T10?
Exciting, challenging, especially in these conditions in the morning. I think that's going to be a challenge for the boys. But I think my boys are excited for the new challenge and just exciting. Hit ball. So.
Yeah, it sort of changed from the time of just playing your eye in. You just got to go from ball one. But sometimes maybe there is time for good cricket, isn't it?
Yes, definitely there is times. But again, conditions determine how you go about your job. So hopefully the conditions are not that tricky, that we can express ourselves. And all the best to both teams.
Go well today.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
That's a take on two of the men that will be forming part of this match 3 here at the TAS 7-7 cricket event. And that was some of the highlights that we saw there. And my name is Eugene Mullen. With me is the Cape Fox, James King. And what a innings that was, that first 10 overs there, Mr. King. And it had sort of the Tigers, they had the momentum in that. And then somehow the Milnerton Masters, with the help of their captain Kuda as well, playing a really good innings, but also more like the Tygerberg Tigers field placing and then the execution of the plans, I felt just didn't quite match up there.
I think that, what we saw was that towards the end there, I mean, they'd done exceptionally well in overs 8 and 9 to restrict them to 5 and 6 runs respectively. And then in the final over, just with the youngster Waco Bassick bowling, it just seemed that they let it slip. It just went a little bit wrong for them, conceding 14 in that final over, which meant that it propelled the team from Milnerton Masters up to that 78. And, you just feel that it's probably 10 runs more than the Tygerberg Tigers would have wanted to have conceded in the innings. And
there was 26 runs that were scored in the last 3 overs there by Milnerton Masters. And I just feel that was thanks mainly to the sort of the planning and the execution there in that last 3 overs. As you see the umpires take the field, and the umpire sponsored by Golf Ticket. And I'm going to bring our man there, Kasif, as well. And what was your take on that first innings? It sort of ebbed one way and then the other as well, didn't it?
देखें यूजीन, थैंक यू. देखें स्टार्ट अच्छा नहीं हुआ था. उनकी तरफ से बॉलिंग अच्छी हुई थी, लेकिन एंड देन दे पिक अप. उन्होंने अच्छा बैटिंग किया बीच में. पावर प्ले अच्छा नहीं गया था एक्चुअली. एंड देन उसके बाद दिस कपल ऑफ ओवर्स उन्होंने अच्छा बैटिंग किया. एंड देन दे हैड अ मोमेंटम अगेन. और लास्ट ओवर में तो बहुत अच्छा कमबैक किया. कुछ फंबल हुआ. तो इट्स बहुत अच्छा टोटल है. देखें अच्छा टोटल है, इतना इजी नहीं होगा. अच्छा टोटल है.
Okay, Fox, scoreboard pressure. Will that play a part here?
Certainly could do. It's going to need a good start from the Milnerton Masters in these first 3 power play overs, just to make sure they restrict the men from Tygerberg Tigers, they can keep them down to somewhere around or below the score that they got in those first 3 overs and take some wickets. I mean, what we've seen in T10 cricket is that if you take wickets early on, it makes it just that much more difficult for the batting side, because they're already being a little bit more tentative perhaps. They know that they can't chance their arm as much, and so taking a wickets in the power play overs is absolutely crucial.
We haven't seen that new ball swing though. We haven't saw the ball swing at all. Might have saw a little bit of grip there. Not sure how that goes. So it tells me that the bowlers really need to run in and hit the surface a little bit back of the length. We saw how that ball stands up there. We spoke about that bounce. Yes, it might not be overly quick wicket as such yet, but you can certainly get that bounce.
Can indeed, and it'd be interesting to see as well how they deal with the pace off. Is that also very effective in terms of the attack from the Tygerberg Tigers?
देखें ओवरकास्ट कंडीशन में अगर आप फास्ट बॉलर हैं तो आपको हेल्प मिलना चाहिए.
Coates with the first ball. That is played past point. It's a little bit of a misfield. And this is something that we haven't seen from that first innings, isn't it?
Exactly.
Immediately running 2.
Yeah, really good running there. That certainly should only have been 1, and they got back for the 2. They set off very quickly for the single. And it is, I think, Franco Kasner, the man who's on strike to bowler Matthew Coates. But a really good 2 to start off the innings.
Yeah, it was a misfield and then just running hard. And this is something you alluded to in that first innings, and wasn't it, Cape Fox, about the running between the wickets. Coates steaming away again here.
Exactly, Eugene.
Oh, he gets a dot ball, and you don't want to be hovering around that length too long, I tell you, especially when you're bowling into the wind.
Exactly, if you're not hitting the ball, अगर आप hit ball नहीं कर रहे हैं तो easy आप single निकालें, strike rotate करें आप.
Yeah,
long on in place here, Cape Fox, long on, deep mid wicket.
They're going to be putting that one on towards the pads. You missed eye hit with that. Bit of an appeal there to the umpire from a no-ball point of view, but I think that one was potentially dipping lower underneath waist height. So umpire Jamie Davids at square leg not giving the indication to fellow umpire Wilmer Jones that was actually a no-ball.
Looks like a slow off-cutter, James.
It could well have been. He just let it slip out of the hand, and they didn't manage to take full toll of that.
Oh, that is carved away through the offside by Severiano Cupido. He's a strong man, and he has certainly packed a punch. And that time the ball races through the boundary.
ऐसे ही खेलना चाहिए आपको, और ऐसे ही खेलना चाहिए था पहली बैटिंग टीम को as well. बहुत ही खूबसूरती से शॉट खेला.
Yeah, really got hold of that one, didn't he? It was short and wide, and it got the punishment it deserved.
That is tickled fine. It's a bit of a misfield. Yeah, comes Cupido, the load runner, I call him. And he comes back for 2.
Again, change of pace bowler की तरफ से.
Yeah, a bit of pace off there as well. He managed to read that. He came down the wicket and then adjusted his shot very well as he came down, and they managed to get back for the 2. So it's been some good running in the over. Turning 1s into 2s has got them up to 9. Still with 1 ball left in the first over, and this will be a really good start for the Tygerberg Tigers. They see this out.
Distinct change in this innings already, we see. That's down the leg side, that's down the leg side. That is just the pressure, because knowing that sometimes the batter's going to get 1s, and if he doesn't get 1, he gets 2s, and if I don't bowl it on the spot, he could get 4. That is what pressure is.
देखें यूजिन, बॉलर को चाहिए कि अपने एक्स्ट्रा को कंट्रोल करें.
Let's see if we can end it better now. Coates away from us.
Oh, that is carved through extra cover. The ball's got enough pace on it and goes for a 4.
And you have to hit it really well on this outfield to get it to go to that boundary, and it was indeed An excellent shot there from Severiano Cupido. Goes now to 10 off just 3 balls. Looking at this again, he comes down the wicket, gets a bit of width, and he manages to play it beautifully through the offside.
How did he wait on that shot there? Did you see that? He saw, identified it was a slow ball, and waited for it to get to him, and then he sort of pummeled it away. So excellent batting there. And look at those strike. Look at those strike rates, folks. Severiano Cupido, 333.33.
That's amazing, Eugene.
Let's not forget they're sponsored by Golden for can he get it up to that?
Well, they certainly, that man Severiano Cupido, he has the golden touch with his bat so far. And it's going to be the new bowler from the Taj 777 end is going to be Hayden Viret. Going to be this man Kasner, is it, that's facing up Franco Kasner?
And he's Kasner. The youngster Hayden Verrett, he normally tries to attack the stumps as well. Fine leg is up in the ring. Square leg is up in the ring. They've got a third man out and the man sweeping on the offside. He's got to get his line right here. Oh, he's bowled him. He's bowled top of off. What a ripper. And he strikes with his first ball.
Commentator Kaz, Eugene, that's exactly what you said.
What a delivery that was, and really it got some movement off the pitch. It looked like just came in beautifully from the young man. And we'll look at this again. Take us through this.
Exactly जो आपने बोला, Eugene.
You sometimes just got to know your customers. You know, you got to know your customers. Verrett, very good bowler. Goes wicket to wicket, wants to hit the stumps. First ball hits the top of off.
पहली दफा हमने swing देखा. पहली दफा. For the first time we saw the swing.
Yeah, it was the ball was angling in and just off the seam. Beautiful seam position from the young man.
Exactly.
And took that seam into the right hander. And he was just probably trying to play the wrong shot there, Eugene, as well. Just trying to, with a cross batter shot, across to the leg side on the ball that was pitched just on the middle, on off stump, and outside off stump, angling into him.
Again, said knowing your customers. He's a kid that loves to bowl the ball. He sort of brings it in predominantly to the right hand, as we see Waco Basic. He's now come to the middle. He seams it in. So can you then say, all right, we'll give you a little bit of protection on the fine leg boundary. Let's bring the sweeper up on the offside a little bit, and you just attack the stumps, because what he does well, he does attack the stumps well.
At the moment, they're really asking him to bowl an offside line with the man deep at third and a man at cover, but he certainly didn't worry him in that instance, to that the absolute beauty that he bowled at first up. So, job to do now for Waco Basic.
Well, what do we see here, K-Fox? We're seeing a slip. We've got a slip in place.
That's got you excited there, Eugene.
Oh, yeah.
Youngster Hayden. Oh, what a beautiful ball though, huh? Excellent carry.
Said if you bowl the ball back over length here, hitting the seam, hitting the pace, hitting the pitch, that's going to come up nicely. Kudo taking at fingers pointing up. Still say put fine leg back. I'm going to go with that call. Fine leg up, sweeper. Bring sweeper up.
I think first inning में यही हमने miss किया कि कोई bowler.
Oh, that's maybe a tough call there for the young man. That one went the other way, didn't it? That was the one that went away off the seam. And it really looked like quite a decent delivery, but just that seam position, just taking it wider.
I would like to have a look at that ball, I tell you, because Milnerton Masters, they are feeling that they are up top here.
And steaming in.
Yeah, that one you have to agree with. He just lost his shape there on that one. Just trying maybe a little bit too hard there, Eugene.
He's a kid, because I know I've worked with him at the school. He's a kid that he does get it right for 3 or so balls. He does get that right, and then all of a sudden he feels like it just feels like it's going to go down the leg side just with the wrist. And I think for me, giving that protection, that fine leg, that's what I would do.
ऐसे लग रहा है बॉलिंग फास्ट करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, तो वहाँ पे थोड़ा सा लाइन का मसला हो रहा है इनको.
Because this is what you're going to get now. So now he's gone down, it's gone straight and it's gone down the leg side. Now he thinks, as a youngster, he thinks, now I've got to get it out wide, and then he tries to go wide and then he bowls it wide. So give him the protection. He's good at hitting the stumps. Let's set the field accordingly.
And now the slip has been taken out, and the protection still not on the leg side for him. He's still got the man at extra deep cover and the man at deep third. Just perhaps he want to sort of slow down 3 wides in a row now. He just wants to focus on his accuracy. Let's see what he can do.
Well played there by Waco Basic, just down to third man. And I like the fact that he's running in here. I like the fact that he's trying to hit the pitch here, because that's what you get out. We saw that yesterday's game. Those Durbanville Dynamos, I tell you, they pack a punch with their bowlers. I think that's what teams have really got to try and copy as best they can.
That's exactly what you got to do.
That's too late.
Hit the length hard. और यही मिस किया फर्स्ट इनिंग में.
Here comes our man Cupido. He's on strike.
Bring him slip back now for Severiano Cupido. It's an interesting move.
Looks like Eugene, you know the kid very well, huh?
Yeah, that ball races to third man. Yeah, Kasi, I tell you, he loves to run in. He hits the deck hard, and what you get from him is that first 3 balls. And I think what teams should try to do mainly is sort of look at what their strengths are and try and set things according to what their strengths are. I can understand having field wide and having protection, but that's not his strength. His strength is hitting the wickets.
Exactly, Eugene.
Goes outside the offside.
Yeah, it's a delivery that I think his eyes lit up there with Waco Basic, just seeing that one a little bit wide, and went away from him even more with the arm from the bowler. And so far, if you just take those 3 wides out of the equation, a very good over from Viret with the wicket onto the first ball. Can he end it well now? He's got just the 1 ball left in the over.
Another beautiful ball, बहुत ही खूबसूरत ball Hayden की तरफ से.
Yeah, and he sees that out. And that's great stuff. Severiano Cupido had to sort of rush back to get back in his crease. But we were here last time out, and Severiano Cupido represented Rondebosch last time out in the Champions League of this T10 tournament. And he had a very, very good tournament with the batting and opened the batting for them as well. And he sort of hit the ball to all parts. I think he had a really good Champions League, didn't he?
He did indeed. And Cupido, he certainly has the opportunity, understanding how this T10 works. It's very important to understand how you play. And again, I think if you were mentioning, Eugene, a lot about the fact that the more you play in this T10 tournament, the more you understand how you set your goals and you bowl to the field that you're set and just work with it, and your tactics are absolutely crucial. So it's very important to remember that, and really good to see when the tournament, as the tournament progresses. It'll be interesting to see how they do manage to work their plans.
Connor Rothwell steaming in here. It's a good line, good length. And that's excellent bit of feeling there. I think that's a man for red coming in very, very quickly in the cover area.
Yeah, it is indeed. It's good to have that coming in. Make sure that you don't give the single away easily.
This is going to take us to conclude the power play. 2 men out, deep mid wicket.
अच्छा स्टार्ट है टीटी की तरफ से, टाइगरबर्ग की तरफ से अच्छा स्टार्ट. After 2 overs, not a bad start.
That's gone up and over. This ball's not going to go to the boundary because that's going to sit on the surface. They're going to come back for 2. Keeper decided, right, he needs to use his feet here.
Just drop shot.
Yeah, we've seen him do that to good effect previously in his innings, and he gets hold of that one just over the man at mid-off, and he managed to chase it back, get through for 2 yet again, so 21 for 1.
Hold on to your hats here, Cape Fox. Garsif, hold on to your hats here. Bowled him! Bowled him! Goes for the Yorker. Connor Rothwell strikes.
That's an excellent ball.
Garsif, you've been calling out for somebody to bowl a Yorker. How good is that?
That's a beautiful ball, Eugene. Excellent York.
Yeah, just see it here. He bowls it. It's just coming in with the arm. No real swing. It just was a straight one, and he played all around it.
I think he's still in UK because he was on the Piccadilly line, and that ball was on the Waterloo line. He played all around that ball for sure.
You know, as a bowler myself, just loved it. So beautiful to watch. Such a delivery.
You like to see batters play down the wrong line. I mean, you just bowl a half volley.
No, every bowler would want to see that, as we see Chaden Hendricks now coming out to bat for the Tygerberg Tigers, who are sponsored by Golden 444, and that's a big blow. Severiano Cupido back in the hut. Big blow for the men from the Milnerton Masters, and could have quite a big bearing on this game.
Yeah, now we have 2 youngsters here for Tygerberg Tigers here, 2 men here that they will be looking to carry them through, not just this innings, but for seasons to come. Shader normally opens the batting for him, so he's in a different role here because the field is spread. He can still play his shots, and what you'll find from this kid, he hits the ball to all different areas, different spots. I mean, he's almost like somebody we saw not the other day. We're not sure where he's going to hit it at times.
So it's going to be interesting to see the running between the wickets for these two. They look both as if they've got lots of running in them. Be interesting to see how they manage that.
I told you guys, itna easy nahi hoga chase.
There we go, up and over, straight away. It's going to be 2. It feels a little bit slow, so it's going to be 2 runs, and there you go, straight away on the attack.
A nice looking shot first up, and just played that one with the length over the men in the ring on the offside. We got the men in the deep on the leg side, but gives you the opportunity on the offside to play that over the cover field.
Beautifully hit though, but too firmly struck to mid-off. He thought, nah, can't go for a run there. So now this is the final ball of the power play.
अगर आप देखें first over में Hayden tried to hit the length hard, and that's exactly Connor what he's doing.
And he's carved through the offside, but they've got a man there, the extra cover boundary. The throw comes in. Oh no, it didn't come in.
Yeah.
So it's 2 runs. And you said about the running there, Cape Fox.
Yep.
You spoke about the running, and that they're doing quite well. And look at that comparison here. The Milnerton Masters, they were 20 for 1 at the same stage here. And now the Tygerberg Tigers find themselves 25 for the loss of 2 wickets. So 5 runs to the good there at the minute to the Tigers.
Yeah, I think that's probably offset a bit by the fact that they've lost those 2 wickets. And you've got Cupido, who was batting at a very good strike rate, who is back in the hut. As you're saying, Eugene, now up to these 2 youngsters to try and steer the Tygerberg Tigers through. So they've got these very important overs 4 to 7 coming up now, and we'll be keeping an eye on those comparisons.
Bowling change, right arm
as
over.
it is a change of bowling from the Taj 7-7-7 end, and the man coming in to bowl now is going to be Kieran Patterson.
Are you happy, Kieran?
देखें wickets are crucial.
Yes.
So if you're taking wickets, you can win it.
I'm just on the sort of the thought that if you bowl too many dots, a lot of dots, fill the baskets up with so many dots, you can definitely get more on. So, Patterson.
Oh yeah.
And I was just about to say, there's no one at mid-wicket there, and this is the sort of field that we sort of come accustomed to, that teams are sort of adopting in their period here from overs 4 to 7.
That is middle,
He
yes.
has got the 3 men out on the leg side for the off-break
Maybe
bowler.
change the angle and...
And he managed
Yeah,
to
yeah.
field that off
Okay.
his own bowling.
Bowler
He's
coming
actually going
around
to
the
change
wicket.
now to around the wicket to the right-hander. So it's going to be interesting to see, trying to just get that line to straighten on the right-hander.
Pitching outside there.
Yeah, so what Shaden potentially might do here, look to sweep, and he also look to reverse sweep. Now, are you giving him that line to reverse sweep, bowling around the wicket? We'll see the outcome of it. He's looking to the onside now. He looks to the offside. Still looking to the offside there.
देखें यूजीन मैच अभी भी बैलेंस है.
That is played.
Very well played as well. Very fine.
We'll just get him
Past
round.
or over the man at short fine and down to the long leg boundary for 6. And you said Eugenia was eyeing that area. He teed it up. It was short delivery and he played it really well.
देखें आपको शॉट क्रिएट करना पड़ेगी और बहुत खूबसूरती से शॉट खेला उन्होंने.
Comeback is important here. Kieran Peterson, he's gone for 5 of 3 deliveries. He goes again in that route.
Spin!
That's it's just going to be one bounce.
No!
And now they're just going to keep it to that one. That is his side of.
Dylan.
He's favouring at this stage here to the onside.
Force them to it that way.
He's batting at the kind of run rate that they're looking for, 9 off the 6.
only going one way,
So
but-
strike rate of 150 so far. Waco Bassick not quite at the same stage.
Catch it! Oh! Do you want to try
देखिए
it?
स्पिन को आपको
One leg.
स्टार्टिंग में आपको
Just
अगर आप
up,
स्टार्ट
please. Go.
स्ट्राइक
On that-
करने की
on that
कोशिश
boundary.
करेंगे तो
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. And then just move
You
around
got
a
a feel
little
for
bit.
coaches there. I mean, the ball got
Hey,
hit
Dan,
back
a bit
there.
more.
It was bounced about 2 meters short
Yeah.
there of Kieran Patterson, and they love every ball, the coaches.
Yeah, now they've got 4 men out on the leg side.
Yeah, swap balls. Very nice.
Another one that sort of seemed to stop on Bassick in the surface and just played it straight back to the bowler. So it ended up being a good over there by Kieran Patterson. Just the 6 coming off it.
देखिए यूजिन एज आई वाज सेइंग आपको स्पिन को अटैक करना चाहिए. तो अगर आप अर्ली ऑन स्पिन को अटैक करेंगे तो इट विल बी इजी फॉर देम. उनके इजी होगा.
Yeah, well, I think Shaden Hendricks going to try and take the attack to the bowlers. He's going at 150 clicks there on the strike rate department. 4 overs gone, 31 for 2.
Touch towards you. That is
Going to
leg.
be Keenan Dalwhite.
Bowling change,
Looks like
right
it's
arm
going to be
coming over.
bowling from the golf ticket end of the ground. Going to be running past umpire Wilma Jones.
Yeah, and he's got third man down. He's got fine leg in the ring. He's got square leg also in the ring. So probably going to try and go the Yorker route here. He's going to go the Kasif way, trying to bowl it full. There it is, lot fuller.
Back it up. Well done, Jill.
It's just going to
Well
be
done,
the
Jill.
one.
Who's backing up? Good. This is the big
47
over,
needed
big
from
over.
35 deliveries. That is the equation.
Yeah, run rate required just over the 8 runs per over, and they're currently batting quite close to that, so they're going to need to keep this momentum going if they want to chase down this 79 to win.
देखिए इतना रन्स नहीं है बोर्ड पे.
Oh, they're going to run though. It's a bit of a misfield. Now the throw comes in. Wow.
Scampered through there for the single eventually. What you don't want is to have a run out. Just make sure that communication is there. Pretty much a single every time you're going to hit the ball into the ring.
That is picked and clipped onto the onside. That's going to be 4 to Shaden Hendricks.
फुल टॉस बहुत अच्छे से खेला. बहुत शानदार शॉट फुल टॉस.
And he just hammered that down to the Wolf 777 sign on the deep mid-wicket area. And no chance for the man at deep mid-wicket to cut that off. It was played so forcefully. What a great shot.
लेकिन यूजिन विकेट्स की है यहाँ पे. अगर आप विकेट्स लेंगे तो आप गेम में होंगे.
This time he gives himself a little bit of width on the offside. He's going to come back for 2. Here he comes. Here he comes. Dives in. And he gets home.
बहुत ही खूबसूरती से सेकंड रन इन्होंने किया, बहुत ही खूबसूरती से.
Yes, Eugene, fantastic running there, turning ones into twos. That, for all money, looked like it was only going to be a single.
Exactly.
As you look at Kuda waiting for that. Yeah, it comes off. It was a direct hit. We would have gone there to energize it, to have a look at the third man umpire, make a decision, but they come through for 2. This is a good over for the Tigers. 2 balls still to go. That's in the air again, hit through the offside, and down to the last ball, and this ball is going to take us to the golf ticket strategic timeout period. And I'm going to ask you again the question. This game is finally poised, isn't it? I don't think there's... That could go either way.
It can go either way. It is exceptionally tight, so it's going to be probably a bit of nip and tuck here in the last 5 overs. Need to end this over well. Does Dal White?
That's beautifully played. Here's the running again. Here's the running again. Oh, what's the throw like? The throw is not that good, unfortunately, for Milnerton's case. But they come back for 2, and that is going to conclude the first 5 overs, where the score is 42 for the loss of 2. And at the same stage, Milnerton found themselves 41 for 1. This game is nip and tuck, folks. Look at that. That's the required rate. 37 runs needed from 30 balls. We are going to go over to that strategic timeout period for sure. There she is, Wilma Jones, showing us that it's time for the teams to have a little bit of a chat. Join us in a couple of moments.
जी हाँ दोस्तों, 5वें ओवर की समाप्ति के बाद अब समय हो चुका है गल्फ टिकट स्ट्रेटेजिक टाइम आउट का. जैसा कि हम देख सकते हैं, गल्फ टिकट द्वारा स्पॉन्सर्ड हमारी ड्रिंक्स कार्ट अब मैदान में आ रही है और दोनों टीमों के खिलाड़ियों को रिफ्रेशमेंट्स देगी. अपने दर्शकों को यह मैं याद दिला देना चाहता हूं कि गल्फ टिकट है यूएई का सबसे ज्यादा भरोसेमंद ऑनलाइन लॉटरी ड्रॉ. यह है फुल्ली रेगुलेटेड, रजिस्टर्ड एंड ऑथराइज्ड लॉटरी ड्रॉ फ्रॉम यूएई. आप अभी gulfticket.com पे जाके अपनी किस्मत का खेल खेल सकते हैं. जी हां दोस्तों, gulfticket.com पे जाएं, वहां पे लॉग इन करें, अपना अकाउंट खोलें और खेलिए अपनी किस्मत का खेल. अपने सपनों को उड़ान भरिए और मौका दीजिए अपनी जिंदगी को बदलने का gulfticket.com के साथ. गल्फ टिकट की टैगलाइन है शेयरिंग मिलियन स्माइल्स, और ऐसे ही करोड़ों लोगों के चेहरों पे मुस्कुराहट लाने के बाद गल्फ टिकट आपकी जिंदगी में भी खुशियां भर सकता है. आपको केवल ये करना है कि gulfticket.com पे जाएं, वहां पे अपना अकाउंट खोलें और हिस्सा लें गल्फ टिकट के वीकली ऑनलाइन लॉटरी ड्रॉज में. बिल्कुल दोस्तों, गल्फ टिकट सिर्फ एक प्लेटफॉर्म नहीं है, यह है एक सिम्फनी ऑफ होप, एक कैनवस ऑफ पॉसिबिलिटीज, एक टेस्टमेंट है पावर ऑफ ड्रीम्स के लिए. अब समय बर्बाद ना करें, तुरंत जाइए gulfticket.com पे और खेलिए अपनी किस्मत का खेल, क्योंकि गल्फ टिकट ही है यूएई का सबसे ज्यादा भरोसेमंद ऑनलाइन लॉटरी ड्रॉ.
Saints and the Solomon Strikers. That's an exciting, intriguing clash. But as intriguing as this one that we have here in front of us between the Milnerton Masters and the Tygerberg Tigers, it's going to be nip and tuck here. 5 overs to go.
Okay, let's go. Kieran Patterson continuing the attack from the Taj 777 end.
Oh, it's in the air. Oh, it's dropped. He's dropped it. Now they're going to come back for 2. They are going to come back for 2.
जैसे मैंने बोला यूजीन, विकेट बहुत क्रूशल्स हैं यहाँ पे और बहुत इजी कैच, एक और कैच छोड़ दिया.
Oh, he was diving off to his left-hand side. Just couldn't keep hold of it there, Darren Butler.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they're going to come back for one. Oh, and that's just another indication of the running here between the wickets as well. No, Darren made his ground there to his left. I think he himself would be very unhappy about that for himself. He's got a good set of hands on him.
Keeper. Hold.
That's all happening out there, let me tell you.
Yeah, that one, again there, you look at the pressure, it looked like they were going to take the run, put the pressure on the fielder knocked the ball on, so they may well have got through for the run, but it's interesting what's happening out there.
Keeper. Yeah, well done,
That is a couple of dots now. So 3 runs off 4 deliveries, 34 runs needed, 26 deliveries still to come in this innings.
That's the one. Keeper.
It's just going to be the one.
Well done.
So this is a very good comeback over after the golf ticket strategic timeout here for the Milnerton Masters. Just the 4 runs conceded.
Big ball, this one, big one, this one here, boys. Let's get a dot.
यूजीन अभी भी मैच 50-50 है. अभी भी मैच 50-50 है.
Just the one.
It's going to
go
down.
And are they going to turn? No, they didn't run the first one quickly, and that would have been 2 had they gone quickly with the first one. And it's interesting to see there, if you just look at the strike rates of the 2 batters there, Waiko Basic just not being able to get his strike rate up. He's on about a 50 strike rate, so 32 needed from 24 balls. They need exactly 8 and over to win this match. And how interesting is that going to be, this chase?
There we see the sponsors there. Billy 777, Crickharder, Trust Avinia, D247, ID 247, JSK 1, Winfair 247, World 777, and one of the sponsors sponsoring the teams here, Golden 444. Those are our sponsors, and we thank them for their continual contribution and support. But now 8 and over needed. That is scarved again through the offside by Shaden Hendricks.
Well done, Hayden.
8 runs and over required here.
And they're going to need to consistently get that, or at least have one big over that can get them into the situation where they're not leaving themselves too much to get in those last couple of overs. It's Connor Rothwell who bowled a really good first over, who's in again from the golf ticket end.
That ball stands up very, very tall on him, but he still manages to get one. And I think in terms of Tygerberg Tigers, Shaden Hendricks, he needs to take the attack to them. But what you should be watching is, as you're running in here, you got to watch Shaden's feet here, and that will tell you more often what he's looking to do.
देखें ये ओवर थोड़ा सा क्रूशल होगा.
Oh, that's going to be 2. That's going to be 2.
Keeper. Come on, boys.
I think they're going to give the Energizer some work here.
Yeah, once again there, though, that the runner's taking on the arm of the man deep, and in the infield, he's not able to get that ball in quickly. So they get through for the 2.
That's just 1 because it was shown a short run as well.
And he is safely home.
That's coming down here too long on. Just 1 bounce. In fact, that's a good call by the umpire, because it didn't actually refer to the 3rd umpire. He made the decision on the field.
Yeah, which is still 51 for the loss of 2, and it's only 4 singles so far off this over, so it's good over from Connor Rothwell.
I think यूजीन ये कैच हो सकता था, लेकिन फील्डर थोड़ा सा लेजी आए. कैच हो सकता था.
That is hit on. It's again to Dylan. The ball just seems to be following the young man out there.
Big finish to this over here.
Yeah, that one hit with plenty of power, and just bounced in front of him, and he managed to get his body behind it.
Dylan Smith I tell you. I mean, you might as well feel that fine leg. The ball's going to get you there as well. That's up in the air. And it looks like it's just going to be the one.
Get it in.
This time the running is not that good from the Tygerberg Tigers. And, well, we're going to go into the last 18 balls here, folks. 18 balls.
I think Eugene, ये बहुत ही अच्छा ओवर था, बहुत ही decent ओवर था ये.
I hear you now. Thanks.
That's the equation. 26 runs needed from 18 deliveries. Folks, this, you cannot get tighter than this. At the same stage, the Milnerton Masters, they were 52 for 2. The Tygerberg Tigers, they are 53 for 2. It is nip and tuck.
It is going to be incredibly close. You just sense something has to give here, and it is going to be spin that the Milnerton Masters turn to. It's going to be Josh Caleb who's going to be coming in. I think that's his Christian name, Josh Caleb. They haven't put his full name in there.
Okay, Fox, I hope we're not going to be talking about that final over. I hope we are not going to be talking about the final over. We said this game, there are few moments you will look at and you will identify yourself key moments in the game. Are we going to be talking about that final over bowled there by the Tygerberg Tigers?
Well, we may very well be talking about that because we know overs 8 and 9 in their bowling attack. The Tigers went for 5 and 6 respectively, but it was that final over, that 14 that they conceded, that really, really hurt them.
Yes, Joshi.
देखें यूजीन, अगर टाइगर बर्ड्स को स्कोर कर रहा है इस ओवर में या अगले ओवर में करेंगे, आखिरी ओवर में टफ हो जाएगा.
That is just carved away onto the onside after the dot first ball. It's just going to be one run. Oh, the team from Milnerton Masters, they are certainly feeling it. The rate has gone above 9, Cape Fox.
Yeah, singles and twos are not going to do it now. They're going to have at least one boundary in the over. As that's good pressure they put on the fielder there, and they got through for 2.
Make sure, please, boys.
देखें जेम्स, इस ओवर में इनको चांस लेना चाहिए, डेफिनेटली लेना चाहिए. विकेट्स इन हैंड, 8 विकेट्स अभी है इनके हाथ, तो इनको चांस लेना चाहिए.
Well ball, Joshi. Well done.
And he's
Good,
just
Josh.
clipped down because he wants to give Shaden the strike one feels. And he's just a chance. He's just the
Okay,
time
get a
for
boundary.
Shaden
Stay in
Hendricks
it, boys.
to start looking for boundary.
If he can go big, now's the time to go big.
Down. Yes.
Dot
easy.
ball.
That's it.
Dot ball.
Get us another dot.
This game is in a melting pot
Only
now.
open his offside,
22 needed
really.
from 13 deliveries.
Outstanding stuff here from Josh Caleb van Reeder van Oudtshoorn.
Catch it.
That's in the air.
And he's
And that's the end of Shaden Hendricks. That's the end of Shaden Hendricks. And that's the end of the over. And that means that they're going to need to go at above 10 and over for the last 2 overs.
What a crucial breakthrough as you look at that Wolf 777 wicket, and he gave himself some room, but he wasn't able to get it over the infield, and just, in fact, an easy catch there to the man on the ring, and that is the end of Shaden Hendricks. You just feel that he was the one who had to make the play there. It's been difficult for Waker Bassick to get any kind of runs, really. He's been batting at a really sort of a lowish strike rate, and it's going to be down to the man coming in now. It's
Bjorn
Hollenbach.
Bjorn Hollenbach. And he's the type of guy that needs a little bit of time there, but he doesn't have the time. He's got 12 balls, and he's got to try and get Waco Basic through this innings as well, because they need another 22 runs.
लेकिन जैसे मैंने बोला यूजीन, विकेट्स हैं आपके पास, तो आपको चांस लेना चाहिए. So it's a good thing कि दूसरा जो नेक्स्ट बैट्समैन आ रहा है उनको पता है कि क्या है रिक्वायरमेंट है मेरे से.
Well, it's going to be Waco Bassick on strike, and he has been there for some time now, 11 of 16 deliveries. He's going to need to make the play here in this over.
इस ओवर में डिसाइड होगा यूजीन.
Back of a length. big swing. Dot ball, first up. 2 runs a ball from here on in.
Got to be advantage to the Milnerton Masters at the moment, you feel. They've put in a very good bowling effort. They've restricted the scoring.
I think 60-40 hoga, Eugene.
Downtown it goes. I think this is only going to be the one, with all due respect to Bjorn.
Well done, Kieran.
It's just going to be one excellent fielding there by Patterson, getting the ball just one bounce to the bowler. 21, 10 balls.
I think Masters की तरफ से बहुत अच्छा comeback किया, बहुत ही अच्छा comeback.
That is leg.
We're going to need to see some lusty blows here, you feel, if they're going to be able to get over the line. It really isn't that easy for the men from the Tygerberg Tigers here. Tigers are going to have to roar.
देखें इतना फंबल होने के बाद फिर भी बॉलर्स ने अच्छा कमबैक किया. So that's a good thing.
There he goes, downtown. Basic needs to run harder though. He's not going to be. So still going to be 20 runs needed off the remaining 9 deliveries here. Somebody's got to find a boundary. Somebody's got to... what would you look at? What would you be happy with to go in the last over there, Cape Fox? About 12?
Yeah, I think 12 is the absolute maximum that you're going to be wanting to chase.
Excellent delivery again by the bowler, hitting his straps here.
What a player. Joshi, why are you
Not
so
giving
good,
him
man?
any chance to get under the delivery and lever it over the boundary, and that really is outstanding bowling from Keenan Dalwai.
Execution on point by him.
आप देखें यूजिन बॉलर जो ट्राई कर रहे हैं वो ट्राई कर रहे हैं ब्लॉक होल में बॉल करें, कोई भी लूज बॉल नहीं दिया अभी तक.
That is clipped, and is that going to be the boundary that they need? Yes, it is. Clipped off his legs there by Bjorn Hollenbach.
बहुत ही crucial boundary है यूजिन, बहुत ही crucial boundary है.
Yeah, 100%, Kasib, that was a really good shot down to that backward square boundary. And they're going to be looking for another one of those off the last ball of the over, you would think. And he just strayed with his line there. And that's where you're going to get punished.
Massive ball in the context of this match here. 15 runs still needed. He's clipped again. Has gone. He got the ball in the arc. And Bjorn Hollenbach, he has smashed that for a boundary.
Wow, Eugene. ये क्या किया बॉलर ने? ऐसे क्या है बैल मुझे इतना crucial ball था ये.
Yeah, the first Taj 6-7-7-7-6 of this innings, and hasn't it come at probably the most appropriate time for them? 9 of 6 balls. Are we heading for a super over here?
I tell you, 2 balls changed that whole complexion of our innings, or this chase here. I have to say, 9 now needed. It was a 4, then a 6. Who's going to be bowling this last over here for them? It is going to be Josh Caleb again. He is going to be entrusted. He's bowled a very good first over. Now then, 9 runs is the total. 8 takes us to a super over, supernova. It's just going to be 1.
They had to take that run. They need to get
Coming there, Kieran.
Bjorn Hollenbach on strike. He's the one man who's got 11 of 3 balls. They want to hit those 2 boundaries in the last over. I just feel
You're
that
on leg.
his
That is leg.
efforts are going to be important here.
यूजिन क्या हम एक सुपर ओवर देख सकते हैं इस इनिंग्स में पहले मैच में?
Oh, well, 8 runs needed of 5. 7 of the remaining here will take us to that super over, supernova.
Anything could happen here.
Oh, he goes big again. It's just going to be 1. Surely it should just be 1. It is just 1.
Well done, Kieran. Well done, Josh.
Oh, Cape Fox. Kasim, where are we going? Where are we going?
I think ये बहुत brave decision था कैप्टन का जो स्पिनर को इतना बड़ा चैलेंज दिया.
That's gone up and over. That is gone. That's probably going to be 1 bounce 4. That's gone 1 bounce 4.
Wow.
That's that width, Josh.
Waco
Yeah.
Basic, where have you been? That the shot, he just opened his shoulders and plays it over the offside for that boundary. Great shot by the youngster.
आई थिंक ये बहुत बड़ा रिस्क था कैप्टन की तरफ से स्पिनर को ओवर देना आखिरी.
I tell you what, get one more dot here, then the nerves are back. That's 3 from 3. That should be a walk in the park.
यूजिन मैं बोल रहा हूँ कि अभी भी 50-50 है.
Yeah.
अभी भी 50-50 है.
That's fine, yeah.
And now they're changing the field, just bring in another man into the ring on the offside short, third short, fine.
Oh, it's gone again, and that's going to be the ball game. That is going to be the ball game. Waco Basic finish it in style here with back-to-back boundaries, and the Tigers, they are victorious here over the Milnerton Masters.
What a match, Eugene. What a match. What a comeback. बहुत ही खूबसूरत comeback हुआ.
Incredible stuff here from Waco Basic. He just gives himself room and he just flays that one over the offside down to the deep, wide third boundary for 4. And he takes the Tigers to victory. You've called it there. It was a really close one. This is what you want to see in a T10 match.
Yeah, that is 2 games that went down to the last over in this. The Tars 7-7-7 presents the Tars Club League T10 Cricket Cast Liana. Well, it's been magnificent stuff by these 2 teams. 2 teams, I must say, Kasif and James Fox. I think they're very, very tightly bunched. I think they're very equal, and I think this bodes well for this tournament.
Yeah, it certainly does. I mean, looking at just how evenly matched these teams are. We had the same yesterday between the match between D'Urberville Dynamos and the Belmore Blasters. And here, these 2 teams today, the Milnerton Masters and the winners, the Tygerberg Tigers, just showing us how close we can expect a lot of these games to be. And this is what T10 cricket is all about. It's all about close finishes, all about the 6s, all about the 4s. It's all about the bowlers, the batters, and the fielders. And Kasif, you really enjoyed that game today.
Absolutely, absolutely, James. बहुत ही शानदार मैच हुआ ये. I think कैप्टन और कोच की तरफ से डिसीजन यही था कि बारी को लंबा लेके जाएं और खत्म करें बारी को.
So we're going to be going shortly to the post-match interviews, which will be hosted by Eugene. And
start अच्छा
we'll
नहीं हुआ
be
था.
taking you through as we see the batters coming off the field being
that is
applauded off by
carved
their
away.
teammates.
Through the
And,
offside
the men
by
from both teams
Severiano
coming back
Cupido. He's a
into,
strong man, and
as
he
we're
had...
watching some of the highlights. And really was a good chase there from the men from the Tygerberg Tigers.
जी एग्जैक्टली जेम्स बहुत ही अच्छा. इतना इजी नहीं था चेस, लेकिन फाइनली बहुत ही अच्छा कमबैक किया.
And we are going to be going after these highlights to the post-match interviews with the 2 captains, Angley Adams and Kuda Samunderu. But just for the moment, we hope you're enjoying these highlights that are being brought to you.
potentially missed out on a lot of singles.
Yeah, if anything, we can actually take a leaf from their book. They ran really well, put our fielders under pressure with the bumpy outfield as well, made it tough for our guys in the outfield. So I thought we were maybe 15 runs short for a competitive score of close to about 90. But the wicket seems to be playing a bit better now, so hopefully the next game will be a bit more high scoring.
25 dot balls in T10 cricket, that's a lot in this format of the game, and even if you had to take half of that, I mean, you could have ended up in the positive.
Yeah, definitely. But, it's still early season. Guys are still trying to find their feet. We've got a few guys that were playing overseas that are still to come back into the team. So I think the standards will go up because they've been playing a bit of cricket. But for a first run around for everyone else, it's not too bad, actually. Yeah.
A lot of positives for you to take in. You've got a very young side. There's some good bowlers as well. And I think that bodes well for you guys, not just for this tournament, going forward.
Yeah, the best place to see the youngsters is out in the middle. You can do all the preseason work and the nets and all of that. But to actually face the pressure in the middle is a totally different thing. A few guys put their hands up. A few were not quite up to the task. But as the tournament goes on, I'm sure we'll see some good performances. Yeah.
All the best for the rest of the tournament.
Thank you.
That was Scooter, the captain there of the Milnerton Masters. I'm going to ask Antley Adams here, the captain of Tygerberg Tigers, to come and join me. Antley got over the line there, went to the last over. You guys started well in your batting innings as well as your bowling innings, but sometimes there's probably just 1 or 2 overs that you're probably going to look at and say, look, we could have done things differently.
Yeah, in T20 cricket, T10 cricket, when the game is fast, you're always going to lose a few things here and there within the game. So you need to be switched on for the whole 10 overs, basically. I've got a very young side and all that, so we're going to try and sink it into them.
Yeah, it's sort of different pressures here. It's T10 cricket, it happens very quickly, and the youngsters are going to adapt as well. But you as a captain gives you a feel for how your players are as well under pressure.
Yeah, obviously you under pressure from ball 1 within this game. Like I told them earlier, if we don't lose too much wickets, we can still get the score in a decent amount of time. And we did make it hard for ourselves within the contents of the game. But play the ball on merit, and then with wickets in hand, I think we'll always get over the line.
Good start, though, for you. Win first up, you must be happy with that.
Yeah, it is. Thanks.
Listen, go well for the rest of the tournament.
Yes, thanks, Eugene.
That is the news here at the post-match, where it is the Tygerberg Tigers. They are sponsored by Golden 444. They were victorious over the Milnerton Masters. They are sponsored by Billy 777. Join us again at 1:30 here local time for match 4 here of the Taj 77 presents the Taj Cricket League T10. Castle Animal. Join us again.